Oh my God. Come on in. I'll be right back. Oh my God. Sheila, you see this mess? Linda, do you see this mess? Oh my God. Y'all, this is crazy. I got stuff I got to do, but I was like, I got to come on with my pee. I'm catching up, y'all. I'm catching up. Welcome, everybody. This is a watch along, and I'm looking at Michelle Child up here with these tears. Child, the lashes is hanging on. Oh my God. I'm not up with y'all yet. Y'all go ahead on the talk. Oh my God, y'all. What in the hell is going on? Oh, let me skip past Camilla then. I'm catching up, y'all. I'm catching up. Child David done let his hair, bitch. Oh. You gotta give him time. You gotta give him like a week or so, you know. And you apologize. And man is like, wait a minute, let me rewind back. First of all, listen, I don't think the problem is that you like Madison and Madison likes you back. If that's how it is, the what? I think the problem is the way that you guys did. Yes, boy, about time he ain't singing rainbow sugar colored song. I can't like. Oh, David said it sounds so right. It sounds so easy. I thought he was a good guy raised by good parents and that he was disappointed as being a son, a brother, a dog walker. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Juan is finally. Oh, his head smashed up in the back. Was she right? Was she right? Why did he smashed up in the back? Look like he been laying down getting some horsey lessons up in his mother. Now that is true. He said, what trust are you all going to have in each other if y'all bitches is sneaking around while y'all not married to each other? Oh my God. I'm catching up, y'all. Hi, everybody. This is a watch along party. That means you sit up in your house and you watch. I sit up in my house and I watch. Right now, I'm going through a transition, so I can't have my camera on. Okay. So don't be looking for me to bring my camera on unless it's a state of emergency. And I don't know if I'm gonna have to go and doll myself up, wash my face and my ass again or what. But honey, let me tell you, I am catching up because I had, oh my God. David would not even, okay, I don't know if y'all at a commercial break, so let me catch up. Let me catch up with y'all. Let me catch up. Oh my God, they in a room together. They still at the mansion. Bitches go home. Oh, it was a long night. The way David his is mad at that in the back. Look like she was on girl up. Catch up, y'all. Catch up. It's all right. Catch on up. She was open to hearing it when she asked you the first time, Madison. Why y'all ain't go? This is so yucky and creepy. I could not imagine my friend group doing no dirty stuff like this. She already see the side that Michelle didn't get to see, you cheating mother. Yo, this is so fucking messy. I got to be vulnerable. You're a liar. Madison, if you think this much vulnerable, so they trying to play down the date and already been having sex with each other. With her jacked up ass 2-tone, 15-tone weave. Look at that weave spot in the back. Girl, fix that weave. I'm coming, girl. What's the tea? I'm coming. This is so scripted. That weave is tore up from the floor up. They must have had a wild, passionate ass night. Yes, girl, what's the tea? She said her weave is horrible. And that bitch is in trouble. Even the weave wanted to tell the truth. The weave said, I can't, I'm just not able to be weaving like I used to weave. We're not weaving anymore. Oh, Carla going to probably drag her ass. Yes, drag her, Carla, drag her. Grab the top of her head though, because all the back of it is weave. Look how Camille looking. Camille said, don't come for my man because I just found out, honey, he's black. And I tell you what, once you go black, I ain't going back. And she said, don't look at my man. Camille is checking her out. And she probably going to be sniffing up underneath her panties in her suitcase to make sure that she ain't got to send Thomas up on that motherfucker. Because she just found out that Thomas was black. And we know how she found out. Oh, it's called about to jump out her chair.
I just have to keep it real. Hearing this news was really hard and difficult because Michelle opened up to us
Whatever. Oh my God, let me rewind now.
the group. I feel out of everyone, I've been the closest with you. It's uncomfortable to now look back that I just went out with you, David, and and one thing that's super important in all relationships, friendships, person. It's really tough. It's uncomfortable. Awkward. This is up, and this is grimy, dude.
Yeah, she's like, this is fucking dirty, stinky, nasty, bottom of your ass nasty, in between the crust, in between your toes nasty.
A crystal crown for myself to protect my.
She said I gotta pay no cent on this bitch. Oh my God, she did not say, are y'all on your honeymoon? Oh my God, they call her, tell her I don't fuck with you no more?
I wouldn't want to surround myself with women that like step that boundary in a relationship.
Carla told her I don't fuck with you no more.
I feel awful. Like I really do feel awful.
Carla said I don't want to be around your ass or a woman that will cross them boundaries. But you know what?
Those relationships back. You know, have them trust me. I'm gonna head back to the city.
Ain't nobody gonna trust you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
And I'm telling you now, you think Camille gonna trust you? Camille just found out that Thomas is black. And that you like the black guys. So I know Camille gonna be giving you the side eye. He couldn't even give her a decent hug. He should have brought her in close. Closer than close. Closer than Mo. Why is Alan back at the house? Why is Alan back at the house? You could have left that. Oh, he said he had to get his season, his barbecue sauce, bitch.
Understand Madison's perspective and defending her, and having those tough conversations and everything. And
he had to get his spice. He said he needed his old bag.
Hello, Alan.
Hello.
How are you feeling? Is that okay to ask?
Yeah, of course.
We're calling because he ain't trying to get cussed out by you and dragged. Yeah, lean into your instincts, y'all. Now I know Carla ain't talking about romanticizing nothing.
Every other day we'd have a conversation, and it led to like dangling this carrot of hope.
Yeah.
Like, no. I absolutely, I want to be in this with you.
Yeah.
If
Good, Alan.
I don't want somebody.
He got a positive attitude about it.
The ability.
I'll date you, Alan. How many of you people would date Alan? I would date Alan. He's dateable.
Thank you.
With that bald spot, no. Me too.
You're like angry.
Yes, Connie. I would date Alan.
It's not even worth it, bro.
Oh, he's stringing it.
After that, she comes home. David goes right upstairs. They could have went somewhere. They could have done things. They could have. Your mind goes into this unhealthy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. You start perspective, thinking of things, and
Me too, Tanya. Alan, you don't need to know that.
The feelings started to develop. They don't just dissipate overnight.
Yeah, but you don't need to know whether or not they stayed in the same bed. Thomas ain't look at him. Even now he looking at him, but he didn't when he came out. Didn't I tell y'all about that breathing? He lied. The breathing is to give more air to his brain so he can think of another lie, but the air is not getting it because he lies terribly. Charlotte, stay in. She look like she's smoking mad weed. One thing about men is they have a code of ethics, right? Men do not drag each other in front of other men. So as I was saying, I know I saw some things in here about the men. Men have a code of ethics, right? That we as women will never understand. But having brothers, I know men have a code of ethics. They're not going to do like Carla did and drag a man out like that. Even when David was talking to Juan, it was a conversation between David and Juan, like right, one on one. We right, we as women sometimes don't have boundaries, or we girly, just a girls thing. But men don't do that. They have more respect for one another, even if somebody is wrong, unless of course the person needs to be corrected on site or something like that. But outside of that, y'all, men don't drag each other in public like that. They just don't do it. They have a certain way that they deal with each other. Right, Dom, or in front of women. They don't do it. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it because it's uncomfortable. It's going to probably go to another level. And just on GP and on principle, they don't drag each other. Now, if I got a man in the chat, you let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. But from what I've seen over my years of life, men do not drag other men in public. They just don't. They don't do it. They don't do it. That's something that we as women do because we don't care, right? We lose respect like hot, quick, hot, and heavy on each other. But men, they not gonna do that. They just not gonna do it. Call a high. Mm-hmm. Thank you, boo. Connie said that's how her husband is. They not gonna do it. Yup, that's what they do. But women, we drag each other, cuss each other out, judge each other, make somebody feel, bad about this self, call each other all kinds of hoes and stuff like that. They're not gonna do it. It's just not what they're gonna do. I've watched things that have happened with men in my family, men friends and stuff like that. They not gonna check each other like that. And I think that we need to be more like that, like as women, right? We need to, we listen and we don't judge, but having a call, but we have a conversation. But you see how Carla put her out there when Carla already suspected it and everything, but it wasn't Carla's job, right, to go and say anything, right? Because you don't go and be saying nothing. But Carla already knew. She already knew. But I did like the fact that she told her, I don't want to be around somebody like that, right? Because you get caught up in the middle of some petty stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the conversation should have been with the two of them and not with Camille in the room like that. All right, y'all, we back. It wasn't David that told Michelle, don't do that.
He let me know that.
Michelle, you lying.
Madison
You told Alan. Welcome, Boom.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so sorry.
Michelle, I feel sorry. This is a relief for Michelle. No one deserves to be cheated on, but she do need to. Let me shut up. No, y'all expected it. Michelle kissed my ass, my whole entire one.
Right.
The audacity of Michelle to say that David told Alan. No, you told Alan. And all she wanted, I tell you, what is kind of smoky dokey is Alan on? I would have laughed. I would have been in my car going home. I would have definitely laughed. This is just it's so inappropriate. I don't know if I could have stayed. Y'all let me know down in the chat if y'all couldn't have I couldn't have stayed. Nope. Not at all. I rescheduled the Jasmine video. Thank you. You think so, Miss Honey? I think there was a lot of conditions set in place, right, that that contributed to the downfall of this relationship. And I'm gonna speak straight from my heart, right? The way I see it. When Michelle was first interviewed, when she was first interviewed, they asked her, does she want to build a man? How would she feel about dating a man that lives in an apartment? She said she wasn't interested in that. However, they turned around and told her, but he is working to get out of his parents' house. David was never qualified, and Michelle was encouraged because she had went through this long process of accepting the possibility of a man of David's caliber. Now, we can easily blame Michelle, right? And say Michelle should have just said no. But the first issue was pushing this man on this girl who just looked like she was going to throw up when they asked her about the possibility of dating a man like that. But at this point, she's vested in the program. She's right at the edge of being selected. She's hoping that she's going to marry someone at first sight that's going to be equal to her. And they gave her the mother with the apartment. Michelle at the begin, I mean Madison at the begin was talking about looks and all of that kind of stuff being important to her. Plus, Madison just for the streets. Like, she flat out told them, I'm going to be out at the club. I'm going to be eating tacos and looking at David across the room, because that's my lifestyle. Madison was never, even when we looked at it from the beginning, y'all, and we may just have to go back. But when we looked at it, you look at it from the beginning when they was doing the home interviews and all of that, y'all notice they never showed David's home. Now, if I'm wrong, y'all correct me, but I don't remember seeing David's downstairs apartment. Please let me know if I'm wrong. So they knew that this was something that was unacceptable to both her and us as viewers. David was never qualified. And the last people that they should have put together was David and Michelle. What they did not think, what they did not think is that David had no integrity, that he was a little boy in his head and in his heart, that he did not have a savings, and that they could not pass along this road. Let me tell you something. You know how many years I have worked for the things that I have? Think about all the years you work for the things that you have. And they bring you a David whose sheets in his bedroom is taupe. He got boxes stacked up all over the place, and he's living beside the laundry room. So God help if his parents throw some tennis shoes in there to get dry. The way they be hitting on doors, or something that has, like, some suspenders or something like that, and it's got the tink tink, it's tink tinking through the damn washing machine and the dryer. I work too hard for my stuff to date a David. And that don't make me, I just want somebody who equal. He don't have to exceed me. I just don't want a David. I don't want a man that's starting over. I don't want to build a bear. I just don't. Okay, we back, y'all. The more you look at Michelle, the more unattractive she is. Oh, smack!
Hiding something.
We don't spend a lot of time together, so I truly have
She
no
said I
idea
like
what
to
he
eat
does.
tacos
He
after
said that's like
sex,
3 in the morning.
y'all.
Last night on Madison,
The
pisses me off the fact that
I gotta rewind that back. I'm coming. I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna catch up. Not the big footage of them coming in the house.
actually hung out with Madison and her cousin. We were watching the football game that we made a little side bet on for tacos.
What do you prefer to do right after sex? I think what my answer would be eat.
I mean,
I just like feel like there's something bigger going on that like I'm unaware of.
it feels like you're protecting something. You're hiding something.
We don't spend a lot of time together, so I truly have no idea like what he does.
Michelle getting a kick out of
And he
this.
used that against me. Like he was like,
This is right up her alley. She said, I'm going down and kissery up on this mother. But this is right up Michelle's alley. She's taking pleasure out of this. She just mad because Madison liked him and because he was no longer worshiping her ass. Oh, Michelle's dirty. This a dirty girl. You haven't cried, you evil bitch, because this is your out.
She was like,
Past them, but I was actually on them. And
chest, arms, back.
But yeah, man, like I really have like feelings.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, Ray Della.
Hey, we haven't been able to hear you for a while, and your avatar hasn't.
Like she.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you, but I'm
okay. I'm been steady out here talking. Y'all couldn't hear me.
Starts from that point on, and I honestly could see.
No. That's why I clicked the link when you put it in. I sent you a text. I didn't get a response.
Oh, okay. I forgot to turn my avatar on.
Okay. No, we haven't heard you for a while.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to click out. So I just wanted you to know that.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I hate that if he get married to somebody, how he gonna treat them? If they having like a cycle, they got to get surgery. Maybe he gonna cheat. He's going to cheat. That's so disgusting for him to be that arrogant. That's so disgusting for him to be that arrogant.
Everything up, and then there was our friendship, everything that I'm back to where I am. All right, let's go.
I mean, obviously, you know she has a connection.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's hard.
Where it's at.
Exactly, because I've been keeping that in.
Sugar 48, I'm sure she know because remember all the girls was talking. They was talking about their relationship. Yes, yes.
You told her that you're like interested in something like that.
I think I've said a little bit, but genuinely, it all goes back to the friendship, bro. I don't want to lose that. And that's the scary part about it is that we're good right now, and our feeling and our friendship, and it's like you need that to take the next level.
I mean, did you feel like at all that like Michelle kind of denied you?
This is disgusting.
Tell me about it. Yeah. Hey, man, here we are. Pursue it.
Oh, I see you in the chat. I'm sorry, Ray Dell. I didn't even see. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. This man think this is cute, right? But I'm telling you, if the Bible is even halfway true, he gonna reap what he sowed. They both gonna reap what they sow. He's sitting up there with his friend, just as pompous and arrogant as I don't know what, telling his friend about this girl and talk about some things happen for a reason. No, you can make things happen for all the wrong reasons. Okay? Oh my God. You said David got his sugar mama. Realistic said this man is not marriage material and he never was. It is disgusting. I'm disgusted by this. His friends and family will coddle him. Let me tell you something. I have told y'all over and over and over again, honey, one thing I learned from my uncles and my aunts and all of that. I'm telling you, growing up, I used to be hanging with the fam. And I'm telling you one thing that they told me that I will never, ever forget. My granddaddy told me. He told me a couple of things, okay? Won't be sharing that tonight, but my granddaddy told me one thing about a baby. If a man and a woman lay down in the bed, that man gonna be Mr. Jones when he get up in the morning, but she gonna be a hoe. And I'm telling you right now, she is going to wear the weight of this more than he ever will. And I learned that I was probably 15, 16. My granddaddy told me that. You gonna get up and you gonna be the hoe. You getting up and you gonna be the hoe. And he gonna be Mr. Jones. He gonna be Mr. Jones. The woman carries the weight, the guilt, the scarlet letter. The woman is the one with the issues at the well. Okay, I'm trying to tell you. It's the woman that carries that. Stone her. But we all the 5 men she was with. Now, I hope I'm talking about the right woman downtown to the Bible, okay? If I'm not, y'all correct me downtown to the chat, because I ain't been to church in a minute. But I think the woman that was downtown to the well had 5 men, okay, in her life, okay? And guess what? When she came up there, they wanted to stone her, but ain't nobody say nothing about going back and getting them 5 men and stoning them right beside her. Y'all better pay attention. She think that she is not going to be a hoe. She's going to get the weight of all of this. Look at how Carla and Juan talk to them right equally. But Carla was like, I ain't got it to do. I ain't fucking with you no more. Juan said he don't really want to be around nobody like that. But you know, he said it nice. Yes. 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 Don't you ever think that if you're in a relationship and you find yourself in a situation like this, that you ain't gonna be a hoe in the morning. And he gonna be Mr. Jones. Okay? He's still gonna be Mr.
Today's ominous. I feel like there's a little bit of a dark cloud over this building, honestly. And I'm just anxious. I barely slept. I can really barely eat, honestly. I'm anxious about everything that's happened. I haven't talked to Alan. He doesn't want to talk to me. I feel like I'm the person that, should have been the one to explain everything to him first. This is something that should have come from me, but I didn't have enough courage to say it out loud. I never wanted any of this to happen. I really didn't. Hey, I just got to the apartment. I'm just packing up.
That's not too far, Mom. As my husband.
I feel like he just feels like everything we
As my husband, that's whoever giving her advice, that's poor advice. So now you done made this about you, and that's where your error is.
Talk to Alan so badly.
I don't like. No, ain't no I. It's Alan. And you lied to him for the last 6 or 7 weeks.
In the world right now, like I don't feel
you shouldn't
at all.
She got to realize that this isn't about her. This was avoidable. The hurt that Alan is going through is avoidable. Y'all were at the honeymoon messing around. They showed the beam footage. Y'all said y'all had a connection from day one. When y'all first got off the flight, you did a cheers and David was giggling the keying. This was avoidable. So you got to take yourself completely out of this. This isn't about your feelings, how you feel about anything, what you think at all. It's just manipulate. It's manipulative, and it's deceitful, and it is showing absolutely no sympathy. Because we ain't even gonna talk about accountability. When you seriously do something like this, you're remorseful. I don't see any remorse from her. I see, I didn't want this to happen. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. David should have gave Michelle the deuces a long time ago. The signs were there. She didn't want you, period. But in my opinion, David was looking for someone to take care of him. That's why he didn't leave. This is just like unbelievable. It's just unbelievable the levels that this has gone to. Unbelievable the levels that this has gone to. And because she connected with David from the honeymoon, she was immediately emotionally checked out from Alan from then on. Absolutely red lipstick reality TV. Alan had no chance, and you let him jump through hoops for nothing. And honey, I'm gonna tell you, honey, when he called her a bitch, he said that with his whole chest. Oh my God. Y'all make sure y'all here for the review of this. Manipulative coward. Absolutely, Miss Honey. Some people are tone deaf. How do you not understand he don't want to talk to you? She should have been the one to tell him her chance is gone. But y'all know that I can't even get it out. Y'all know that these daggone counselors are gonna make them talk to each other. We already know that. Just like they have Ikechi, Iki, Iki, Ya, 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 and MM talking. Dr. P assists and tells the girl flat out, this is toxic. And this is, well, I mean, you know, maybe y'all know they're going to make them talk to each other. Oh, you're welcome, Red Lipstick Reality TV. Thank you, boo. Yeah. You know, it's amazing because when you have grown kids, you handle things differently. Y'all, you know, y'all wave down in the chat. When I have to handle something with my grown child, and I know that she's not at the point where she's at the point where she's hurting, right, and she is not at the point where she's going to be able to hear and listen to me. A lot of things that I would correct, I stay silent on. And I pray and ask God for a door opportunity. So when the mother said that this is psycho, thank you, boo. With psycho behavior, she should have just listened. And then when oh shit, here we go. I hope she don't scrunch her neck down and get low for nobody.
At this point, we know that MM and Ikechi's marriage has not panned. But tonight, we want to get the two of them together and give them a chance to talk through any lingering issues. Oh my God! For the fuck what? Talk about what? Something. Pastor Cal, what do they need to talk about? Are y'all screaming at home? I'm screaming. Thank you so much, Red Lipstick Reality, for the $10 super sticker. Thank you, boo. Did you mean to send two? Thank you, boo. He's so arrogant and ignorant. Oh my God, he like spit walking in the door or spit hanging on somebody's mouth. Did he speak? Did he speak? He didn't even speak. This is he a son of a bitch.
How would you explain what's
love you too, Dot?
A really nice match at the honeymoon that went cascading down and just kept never. I'm sick of it. I don't even.
Not a bird and bag of dog shit. Yes, it is.
This is why I walk out.
Yes, it is. She needs to get it off her chest. This is very healthy. Where are the divorce papers? You should have brought that mother.
The ending of this, and I titled it Letter to My Departed. I committed to this process and was prepared to see this through. However, you've been unstable this entire marriage. Your perception is your reality. However, your reality is not based in fact.
She said, you a
I wish you
motherfucker.
well, but I'm God's favorite life.
Ooh.
I wish you nothing but the worst. As a parting gift, I have prepared a list of therapists local to you. Also attached is documentation on how to complete a dissolution of marriage application, since your single page was not legitimate. And you could take care. Okay, I guess we're done.
He is forever red.
First of
The
all,
book is over.
it took a lot.
No, you got a taste of what you needed, mother.
Imagine somebody coming at you sideways.
Intelligently?
Every opportunity they got a chance. And yeah, it didn't feel good.
That's right. Smile, M.M.
Sit here and be insulted. Didn't feel good at all. I knew my decision.
You insulted her.
Nothing to do with this marriage. I'd rather be old and single.
And I hope you are old and single.
M.M. Yeah, that was a bullshit. Somebody had to say it.
You dang right.
Had to say it.
You had to say
it.
it.
For consultations, but this one's on the house. Wanted marriage.
I know good and goddamn well that Dr. P wasn't trying to check M.M. After all of this bullshit that M.M. went through. I know Dr. P is not coming after M.M. She deserved everything she said.
Put zero effort into this marriage from
everything she said.
Apologies were led with, if you felt that way, if you, not, hey, I'm sorry I did this. So what's next?
Yes.
Will be bigger, better, growth.
Let me tell you, she read that motherfucker filth. She said, here is a list. Well, let me tell you something. Honey, she said, here go a list of therapists. I don't wish you nothing but the worst. Yes, MF. Oh my. Give it up. Did Dr. Pia try to read her with all of the things that this man has said to this woman with his whole chest? How dare she? You clapping? Oh my God. Are you clapping? Y'all go ahead on and put some claps, some trophies, and some motion in the daggone. Now don't get away. Don't get too far with your emojis. But let me tell you something. She read him from the back of her throat. And I got some divorce papers since you're one sheet of paper. Yes, MF, I'm here for it, was here for it, gonna always be here for it. She read that. It's about time. It's about time. They sitting up there trying to play nice. And I'm like, no, he want to go dirty, I'ma go gutter. He want to go hard, I'm gonna go harder. He want to play games and win stupid prizes, I would treat him just like he's a clown in the circus. He coming in with that Fat Albert ass hat on his head with his daggone jean jacket. Like, does he have anything that don't fit in a backpack, bitch? MM deserted to read him. Let me get them hand claps. It was overdue. Round of applause, okay? Yes. That absolutely, boo. Not from the back of the throat. Okay? Child, it was overdue. Clappity clap, 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 clap. Yes, MVP. Clappity clap. Okay, Dr. Pia gave her the side eye. Okay. Let her say it loud to the experts in the back. And you daggone right. I wish you the worst. Y'all, what was the word for? Hold on, let me do a damn poll. Let me do a poll. I got to find out from y'all what was the word for the day, bitch. Okay, was the word for the day. Let me get up in here and do me a damn poll. I'm a poll y'all. Okay. What else did she say? Um, y'all hit that poll. Hit that poll.
I like
y'all, isn't it nice having everybody out here with you so you ain't gotta be at home screaming by yourself? Come on, y'all. There's 1,000 people out here. We can get these votes up to 100. Let's get the votes up to 100, y'all. There's 1,000 people out here. Let's do it. We can do it. You can see her baby bump right there. David, line. Look at Michelle's face. She always squint her eyes.
I'll shoot my shot.
There he go with that same bullshit. You can believe whatever
do you feel
want.
that you guys, that this connection that you guys have, how much do you feel that this is just have always dated white guys and that's what you wanted?
So for race, I've typically dated Caucasians. That's just kind of where I've normally gone.
But her sister husband black.
I think that could expand potentially.
Oh.
But I don't know. Like, I don't want to say.
We don't experiment at that level.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's marriage. You're right.
Yeah.
Even though I feel something, I go to my
I don't turn it to a hug. Oh my God.
I feel that real, genuine connection. I'm smitten. I do have, in a good manner, that it's just a difficult situation that we're in now.
Oh my God. Why are they playing soft music in the back?
I do see something that could be there with David.
They need to be playing She's a Super Freak. Super Freak. She's super freaking now. We don't need no love music. We don't need no soft music.
You know, the idea
She's a super freak. Super freak. She's super freaking now. Oh my God. I'm going to drop the link in case y'all want to come up. You want to say something? I'm going to drop the link. Y'all. I'm going to tell you the bad part about this. Is you still got to show your ass up. So let me see. We only got 65 votes. Come on, y'all. We could get to 100 votes. What are we doing here? What are we doing? What was the read for today? I wish you nothing but the worst, 43%. You're a mofo, 10% of y'all voted for that. At 47%, here is a list of therapists. So far, y'all think that was absolutely Pam banter. She said some dirty word. Girl, what's the tea? Said, I see Maddie feeling real froggy. We gonna do this, babe. I'm sorry, I want Michelle to drag her. What'd you say, Raimi? Hold on, baby. You said, why the hell they gotta show up at the thing together next week? Shaking my head, trashy trash. Auntie, I love them all, but I voted for the therapist line. I would say that, okay? And because that was a read. That was a read. I'm going to end the poll. I don't know why y'all shy, but thank you for showing up. Hey, baby.
Hi.
Well, yeah, go ahead on and get started because you've been in that comment section, girl.
Baby. Oh my God. First off, I love you. I love you so much, Auntie. I told like friends about you. My my favorite videos till this day were the ones you did on Risa Tisa, the Who the F Did I Marry series.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever laughed so hard in my entire life. Like I played them, I watched them more than once. I sent them to my friends. My friends didn't even watch this. They just watched your video and commentary because that's how good it was. So
thank you.
thank you. You are irreplaceable. So yeah, I just love you. But I'm so glad you did these because I'm just like you. I like yell at the TV on my own. And I said, this is psycho. And like I do sister wives stuff. And so that's why I even started doing videos because I was tired of yelling at the TV by myself watching that. And so for this one, I have never watched Married at First Sight. And then I caught like a random video. No, that's not what it was. Ikechi. We're friends on a social media platform. We've been friends for years before this show.
Stop lying.
Yeah. So we were already friends. And then I would just remember him posting like everything he would post on there. It was I always had this feeling like this dude is like very I'm the prize. Like he gave off that energy. And I'm like, he's very attractive. Like, I wonder why he's single or like, why does he kind of talk down about women? He just had a very I'm the prize energy, right? So then when I saw a clip and it showed him on the clip, I said, oh my God, this MFer is on Married at First Sight.
So you did not say this MFer.
I could not believe it. So then when I watched how
terrible he
was,
your name on here?
Huh?
Do you mind me showing your name?
Oh no, you can show it.
Okay, because people can since you have a channel.
Oh yeah, you can show it.
Your name. Okay, go ahead, baby. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, so I saw it posted on there and I was like, oh my God, he is on Married at First Sight. So when I watched it, I went back and watched the episodes and I said, oh, he really is certifiable. This is him. And
what? I said, how long had you been in the group with him?
We had been friends on Facebook for like at least a couple years.
You lying.
He like friend requested me a couple years ago. And I don't know how long ago this happened.
Yeah.
If he was trying to build up his women followers then or Facebook's a weird place to just go searching for people and friend requesting them on though.
Yeah.
So I just thought so I don't know what his motives were with that, but yeah, just seeing what he would post is very odd to me. I thought it was odd then, and then seeing his behavior now, I'm like, oh, he is that person. He thought he was the prize a year ago, 2 years ago.
What?
And then seeing him on the show now, I'm like, this aligns. This literally aligns with the person I've been seeing on social media. I said, but I didn't think he was this certifiable. I didn't think he had this level of like mental illness to where I'm like, he needs to be diagnosed. It's really bad.
Yes. Are you still in the group with him?
I'm still friends with him on Facebook, but get this, he hasn't posted.
I know, goddamn. I was gonna ask, has he said anything?
No. The last thing he posted was some old. Remember how he said all his kid photos went up in a fire, or he didn't have any of those?
Rid of them, he told his mom to get rid of them.
He just posted the last post he made, maybe a couple months ago or a month ago. The last post he made was some pictures of him as a kid, and I want to say a picture of him. Yeah, we're with his mom. I'm telling you,
you is lying.
No.
Got baby pictures. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
because I missed it.
Let me see if there's still on here.
Girl, bring up that goddamn Facebook. We gonna have to have you behind a membership so you can bring up them daggone pictures.
I'm gonna screenshot it. I'm screenshotting it.
Running through my damn office. You have got to be lying.
No, girl. It's a picture of him and his mom. A couple of him and his mom. Him as a kid, as a toddler. So he was lying.
Now, what reason will he have? Hey, Nathan. What reason would he have to lie about that?
I don't know. He's lying though.
You ain't got no way of us seeing them daggone pictures. Or do I need
have them? What's your email? I'll send it to you.
Send them to me and we'll have you on the we meet every Saturday morning for coffee. And
Okay.
we need to have you on Saturday. You clear your schedule. We'll send you the daggone thing because we need to see the receipts. Did you take a snapshot of them? You're not going to delete them.
No, I just took one right now. We're still friends. I'm still friends with him on Facebook. Yes. That's why I'm telling you. He has been posting this crazy stuff. Not crazy, but just like very I'm the prize energy. So he's been posting that for a long time. And I remember it coming up on my feed and I'm like, this dude, like, why is he kind of like playing women and like talking crazy about women and very like I'm the prize energy. So I'm telling you, when I saw his photo pop up in somebody's clip about him being on the show, that's when I was like, wait a minute, is that old boy from Facebook? And sure enough, it was. And then when I went to his page, I think the last thing he posted was from when he went to homecoming.
So was he giving y'all a play-by-play, a blow-by-blow? Was he giving? What was he talking about the show in the group?
No, he has not. It's not a group. We're like this is his actual Facebook page that he just posts on, and we're friends on that. I'm like, because it's not. I don't think his page is public. You can check it. I don't know, but it might be. But if it's public, you can see the photos of him with his mom. So if somebody wants to check that's not friends with him and see if his page is public,
I don't think it's there. Public though. I think you ended up getting in
there. Yeah, but he hasn't posted since December 2nd. And that was from I think the homecoming photos. He posted homecoming photos. But yeah, he literally just has photos on there right now of him and his mom when he was like literally 1 years old.
He really did go to the homecoming.
Yeah, this is like recent one. So this is from 2024. So yeah, so I'm not saying he's not going to those things. I'm just saying.
No, I thought he was lying when he said he went to homecoming, but you said he got proof. Make sure we want to see them pictures too.
Yeah, I know he went to homecoming. Okay, it's not public. Okay, so well, I got it now because we're friends.
So have you been covering this show on your channel?
No, I only do Sister Wives. And I'm telling you, like, I was like, well, I'm not gonna cover. Honestly, I just like watching it too much. I'm like, I don't want the stress. I'm like pouring myself a cocktail so I could enjoy it and be on your live show.
But you like this though, right? You
love this show. This is like
you get to scream and holler with other people and talk down in the comment section. Because I'm gonna tell you, I had other stuff that I had to do. But honey, when I flipped on for just a second, I said, "Nah, bitch, I got to go live."
Oh yeah.
Get up extra early in the morning. God damn it.
Oh yeah, this is prime. This is like prime real estate reality TV. This was, remember when Christine broke up with Cody and like and then we found out Janelle too, like that Janelle argument with Cody. It's giving me those vibes, you know, where we're like, oh my god, we got to talk about this. Yeah, this is the best reality TV I've seen in a long time. As messy as it is, and then I'm watching David just in there sniggling and giggling, and I'm like, oh, this guy really doesn't care.
Yeah, they don't give a you gotta do something. Remember, I told you, Nathan, in the membership, you gotta move from that fan because I got people that have seizures.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That fan moving.
I'm sorry.
I have people that have it's still in there.
It's still in there.
You down for till you get it fixed.
Yeah, that's why I love watching you on TV, because I'm like, you have the same idea when you're watching David. I mean, it makes me sick. He made me sick. He made me sick to my stomach.
He does.
No integrity,
none
at all. Does not care. Poor Alan. Alan's thinking that that's his friend, and I'm like, Alan, he does not. care about you
at all.
He wants this woman. He's thinking with the little head, not the big one. He's not.
But let me tell you, they should have stayed on that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They should have stayed on so y'all didn't sleep together. So when we saw the camera, so when the camera saw you, because see, that's what they do. They play games with them, right? To build suspense, to keep us watching for 57 weeks. Because you know we're going to be watching this till damn near August, okay? Because it's a long, drawn-out show. But they should have stayed on that. So y'all did not have sexual relations. Is this a Bill Clinton situation?
Yeah, it is.
I did not have sex with that woman.
I think that they were partaking in everything but the P word. Like nothing was entering maybe inside, but things were definitely happening. So that gives them like this much space to say, well, I really wasn't cheating. At the bare minimum, they were kissing.
At first, I didn't think so until he drunk from her cup.
Yeah, way too personal.
That's personal.
I don't even know if I drink from my parents' cup.
I don't, and me and my daughter don't drink behind each other.
Yeah, I think the only people that I have drank from their cup is someone I've been sleeping with.
If I'm sleeping with you, I might take a sip of your champagne or your Henny, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
something that alcohol content make me think I'm doing Listerine. Yeah, because I don't like to drink behind people. Period.
Me neither. But it would be somebody I was like, some type of fluids have been exchanged at some point.
You exchange those fluids, absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, I think they're lying. And yeah, I'm glad you're covering the show because oh my goodness, I have enjoyed this, and you have the greatest followers in the chat. It's been so much fun chatting with them. So I can't wait for a reunion.
I'm seeing you though. So have you been here before?
Oh yeah, I followed you for a long time.
But I've never seen you in the chat. This was the first day I've ever seen you in the chat.
I bet you saw me before as Red Lipstick Club, which is just my personal one.
Okay.
But I've been logged under my reality TV one. That's just easier for me than switching back and forth. So that's probably why.
All right. Well, this is Nathan. Nathan, this is Red Lipstick Reality TV.
Hi.
What do you have to say on this, Nate? Come on, give it to us from a male
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that from a male's perspective, like I personally been through what Alan has gone through. Like I went through that a few times in my life, that what Alan has gone through. It was really triggering for me to watch in the last couple of weeks what he's going through. I think that, I really irritated with Madison because like she was that was just wrong. And I somewhat feel bad for Michelle because of course nobody deserves to go through this. But the thing is that Michelle, I felt like Michelle treated David like he was a failure at life for living in his mother's basement. Now, that's not the ideal situation to be in when you want to get married. I understand that. But like she really, from the wedding, when she found out, couldn't get past that. And I just felt like she like she really didn't, like that really stuck with her. And I get it, but like it wasn't, but it's not fair to treat somebody like that, because they live in their mom's basement and stuff. Now, when you're married, like you're supposed to like try to help out your person, yeah, man or woman and stuff. But so, I mean, there's no excuse for what David did, but I really felt I see why he did it. But, and at the end of the day, though, Alan, I just felt so bad for him.
So you said you see why David did that? I
see why. I mean, because like he said, he wasn't getting nothing out of his marriage. Like I don't condone what he did at all. That he is 100% wrong. Like, and he's admitted to that. Even Michelle said at one point last week or the week before that she sees why he probably did what he did, because he wasn't getting much out of the marriage. But still, like, it's no excuse.
Okay. What did you think about Michelle's behavior? That's my question. That's what I want to ask both of y'all. Do y'all believe that Michelle? So Nathan, you gonna go first, and then Red Lipstick, you gonna go second.
Sure.
Do you think that Michelle was right, Nathan?
Oh yeah, Michelle was. I agree with what you said, Auntie. I think like Michelle, she was right with everything, but she should have did it at a better time than at the couples retreat.
Okay. Red Lipstick, what do you think about Michelle?
Michelle's manipulative.
Should she have done that at the retreat?
She knew exactly what she was doing. And just like she told Alan, she'd basically been stewing on that for about a full week, where she pretty much had a good feeling, or a producer dropped a dime that who he was communicating with was Madison. So she had a solid week to just sit on that, think about how she was going to approach it, what she was going to do, who she was going to say things to. She didn't think about, number one, Thomas and Camille and their experience. She didn't think about Juan and Carla and their experience. She didn't. She knew it wouldn't have mattered because she knew more than likely Ikechi wasn't going to show up, so she didn't care about that. Everybody else, she didn't care about blowing it up. So she's like, she as far as she was concerned, her being right, her validating what she thought to be true, and her trying to redeem herself on this show, because I think she had a pretty good idea that she was more than likely going to come out at the end of this not looking so good. So she was willing to just blow everything up, forget how everybody else feels, just to be able to, number one, make David look bad, make Madison the villain, and to try to make her look like this broken hurt woman. Because the edit was not going to be kind to her. The edit was going to make her look like a bully, a wife that gave no effort. And had he been smart enough and just told Madison, hey, at the end of this, maybe we'll get together, they would have looked like a phenomenal couple at the end. Had we not found out that they had started getting together at the honeymoon, and that they were just playing in everybody's face the whole time. When they did that side by side.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, producer, because that's the receipt.
We all been waiting for that bean footage.
Yes, because in every chat, for anybody that's been watching people review this show, everybody's been saying, has anybody lined up the times for when Madison was coming home and when David was coming home, and them doing those side by side, late night returns. It was like, come on. And so I think when I'm sure Dr. Pia also saw this, right? Before they had that last interview, which I think is why she was like, y'all are lying. Like, there's no way that y'all were just hugging. There's no way.
So you see the question in the chat for you?
Well, which one? Is it so you think Madison and David are not the villains? Oh no, they definitely are. But they could have prevented this had they had no communication, no hanging out. Let's just say you meet somebody at the honeymoon and you have a spark. You're married. So you could have said, you know what? No, that's okay. You see out your situation. I'm going to see out mine. When it's all said and done, if our stuff doesn't work, hey, maybe we'll connect or chat later. But in the meantime, between time, we don't need to be going to the gym together. We don't need to be talking. We don't need to be communicating, because we're not being fair to our partners and giving them everything we got in this moment.
True.
They deserve that. And I think had they done that, and then they would have maybe connected after the fact, we still might have side-eyed them a little bit, but I don't think it would have been to this extreme. Yeah. They didn't care about it at all. They have been communicating and connecting since the honeymoon. You've been doing this for weeks. And then she's basically told Alan this whole time that he had a chance, that he could do all these things, and then she would like him, or she'd be attracted to him. And she knew good and full well she would not. She knew it.
What did y'all think, the two of y'all? I'm going to give y'all one more question. What did y'all think about Dr. Cow saying that you didn't ask for a black man? You didn't say that you wanted a black man, but that's what she said. Well, I dated black men before. What did y'all think? Tell me what you think, Nathan.
That really irritated me. That irritated me, and I didn't see that like at the beginning of the.
Irritated you? What part irritated? Be more specific.
It irritated when she said that, like when she said that, like that I did not prefer someone of color, like in terms of a marriage. It's her claiming that she married, that she dated black men before. That was just a cover up. But then like saying that, like, I really don't want, like, really prefer not to date someone else outside of my race, and look what she's doing, and just the hypocrisy with that. I just, in 2025, I understand people have their preference, but just personally, just hearing that, just really just gets under my skin.
Okay. Red lipstick.
Well, I don't know how many of you guys have been to Chicago, but Chicago is a very segregated city. So I would not be shocked at all that she only dated white men, even living in a city with like that diverse of a population. It's interesting, when you're there, but it's funny. She's when she talks to the specialist and tells them what she wants, right? She flat out says, "I've only dated Caucasian white men," right? Then she gets on this and says, "Well, I've dated black guys." You didn't date black guys. You probably hooked up with a couple of them. But if you would have dated, actually had relationships and dated them, when you met with the head people, you would have said, "Well, I've dated all kinds of guys, but I think personally for me, I like to date somebody white. That just worked best for me," so on and so forth. I mean, I think you should be honest about that. You shouldn't be dating outside your race when you don't have the capacity to expand for that. And then you're bringing in biracial children into the world that are going to have a mother that has really no interest in learning about the other half of them. And David's the wrong person to teach that, because he clearly has some personal internalized hatred for himself and his own culture. You can kind of see that in the women that he chases down. He has this need to have for proximity to whiteness and to like validate that for himself.
Yeah.
And I was like, she might be dating a man of color, but she's not necessarily dating one that's like proudly waving the flag about that. So he really wouldn't be holding her accountable to anything connected to the plight of being a man of color either.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I think the only reason they'll have an issue is when they potentially have some children. And number one, she don't know how to do their hair, or she doesn't know how to answer any questions, or she's in a cultural situation with his family. So yeah, I'm glad they called that out, but I don't think it'll stop David from wanting to be with her.
Right. And if they do have kids, we all know David's probably going to be the one doing the hair with his hair.
He won't be the one doing the hair because he didn't do his.
That part.
That's true too.
Doing the hair with that side ponytail.
It'll be those kids made fun of at school because their mama didn't learn how to do their hair.
Yeah. I just thought it was very interesting. And I also thought that maybe, here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to throw this out there. Y'all let me know. I think that maybe she didn't do it because the past relationships that we have seen on Married at First Sight within the last 2 to 3 years, mixed couples don't work well. If you remember the black girl that was married to the guy that was he Indian? Native American?
Native American, yeah.
Do you remember that red lipstick?
I didn't watch it. This is the first season I've ever
watched. My God, honey, you
I know who you're talking about, Auntie. Lauren and Orion from last season.
Yeah. And I think that when she looked at that was a deterrent to marry somebody interracial. And I don't think that they quite get that right. They didn't get that right. And he embarrassed her and treated her the same way this guy treated MM, right? Ikechi treated MM the same way. Yeah. And she made one laugh. She laughed and made one comment out of ignorance, like sheer ignorance. And he used that against her the whole entire rest of, basically saying that she was racist against him.
Wow. Was she black? Was she black?
Yeah, she was black.
Black, and he was Native American.
You know what's interesting is there's so much anti-blackness in so many different communities.
Yeah.
Like not just in white communities, but like in some Hispanic Latino communities and Indian and Asian communities, that you have to be very careful when you are setting up a biracial couple where you have a black person, especially a foundational black American, in that coupling, because there's so much anti-blackness in so many other communities. So you have to be very strategic with that, and they have to almost have a background of dating black people. Like I think about Love Is Blind season 1 with Cameron and what was his Cameron and Lauren, and they end up having a really great match. But Cameron had dated black women for like years before that. This wasn't like the first black woman he'd had a relationship with. And so it's not unfamiliar to his family either. So I feel like especially if you're gonna have someone foundational black, they need to be set up with somebody, if it's gonna be interracial, that has an actual history of long-term relationships where their family has met them and been welcoming and all those things for that to work. Otherwise, I would not test it out, because I think you'll have an issue.
Not on the show like this. I thought it was very interesting that he threw that in her, that he brought that up. You didn't even want, that's not even what you wanted, right? But the thing about it is they tap on things. I don't know if they cut it, but they don't go in depth about, I would love to see them go deeper with them when they are challenging them on certain things. I thought that they should have. What did y'all think about MM's read though?
Oh, she read them down, did she not?
I mean, thoroughly.
It was a long time coming, but you know what? What made me so mad is she had to do with what Dr. Pia would not do.
Yeah,
and that just burned me. Like I'm like, who's protecting black women? Like, is nobody protecting black women anywhere? Not even our own are protecting us. And like, who is protecting them? Because MM, it should never have gotten to the point that MM had to do that.
Never.
Look how Pia ran to Alan, technically, in Michelle's defense towards Madison and David.
Yeah.
I mean, she was furious.
Yeah.
But
I
see,
never been
she just let him go. She's trying to keep them together. She's calling her shady. She did not hold him accountable at all.
I had never been a fan of Dr. Pia.
He needed to be rid for his jacket. I don't even though, I would be a professional, I wouldn't be cursing and all of that if I was on the show. I would have to have read that jacket. There's no way that jacket would have gotten away with anything. The jacket showed up at every episode.
And the backpack
never changed. And I'm just like, are you a vagabond? I really believe that he traveled to Chicago from Texas just to do this, that he is living out of a backpack. And when he says, I go home at night and I sleep, you sleeping in the Airbnb. Because they are saying that he does not have a job, but that he is a barber.
Oh, like a travel barber, right? You say it's a travel barber?
He doesn't have a job at a school.
Yeah, and I could have swore towards the beginning that he said he used to be a teacher. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I could have swore he said he used to be an educator. But either way, I mean, that's fine. But when he gets that apartment, I think when he sublet that place, he thought he was really doing something, right? Because the place that he was subletting was already something that was out of his price bracket. But he's like, I'm going to just funnel this money into this to make myself appear, bigger than what I am. And so he thought he was really doing something, showing it off. He didn't expect to get a woman that was going to do 5 times what he was doing and make that little apartment look little compared to what she had. So then I think he was mad. I think he was just so mad that this woman one-upped him on something he couldn't even afford. He couldn't even afford the place he had, and then she still one-upped him. And then he just felt small. He could not recover. He could not recover.
He couldn't.
And he keeps using that, oh well, she's been all over me so much and we don't know each other. Well, when you sign up for Married at First Sight, you're more than likely that stuff is going to happen. So I don't like it when he always brings that up, because you kind of know that's coming when you sign up for this. You know, your wife is going to be, if your wife is attracted to you, she's going to be up on you. You know.
I don't think he even cared about that, y'all. To be honest, I have said though, I did just kind of watching him, and this is just from my past experience. It doesn't mean that this is his situation, but I have found if for some men that have had some type of SA trauma when they were younger, and it even could have been from like an older woman, where like he didn't really have felt like he had no control over that situation. And he does remind me of a kid that maybe was like maybe an overweight kid, like a bigger than normal kid that was like maybe taken advantage of, and then he gets older and starts losing weight, but it feels like he might still eat his feelings a little bit, which is why his body kind of fluctuates, because he even has like thicker hips. Like it looks like he was a bigger guy at some point.
It looked like he was a big guy.
He seems like he kind of fluctuates. And yeah, I wonder if he seeing powerful women, like women in charge for him, could be like a trigger for some past trauma that he had with that. And he's not going to go on national TV and say, well, guess what? This person did this and this to me, and that's why this is a trigger. He's going to put it all on her. Like it's her fault. Sometimes they you know how like some guys can be over the top with sex and things like that because they've had those situations when they're kids, and some of them can go the complete opposite and be like, don't touch me. You can, it's interesting. So I wouldn't be shocked if it came out that he had some past stuff with that, but he kind of reminds me of a guy that used to be big and nobody would talk to him, and then he lost weight, and then he was getting all these numbers, but he can't maintain that. And so he gets insecure about his body, which is why he might not want to be like sexually active with somebody that clearly is in really great shape.
Because
he gave me a little of that too, just like a lot of body insecurity.
A big back and a heavy load in the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's something that popped out about him.
Well, you know, I don't know if you saw my review that I did when I actually talked about the vows. I read the forward from his book.
Oh, yes.
Did you see that video?
No.
I did.
You need to go back and see that video that I did. I went in detail. I dissected the whole thing.
Oh, I love it.
Talked about his mama and his disdain for his mom. That's what you need to. You need to go back to that video. I will attach it on here for you. Okay. I broke that all the way down. I don't even know if that live was like almost 2 hours. I broke that down.
I'll definitely go back. I love a good breakdown, so I'll definitely go back.
I broke down his vows because in his vows, he never made one promise. It was an excerpt out of his book. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did know that he said I know that he pulled it from the book, but I didn't know that none of it was.
He never told her one thing in his vows. He never said, I will love you, hold you, squeeze you, take care of you. It was a total excerpt out of a book. Wow. You have to listen to that video and send it to your friends.
Oh, I will, because I told her, like, we've been watching, and I call my friend, like, did you watch Auntie? Did you watch us watching the video?
Well, make sure you tell him that you was on here.
No, they're gonna die. He's probably gonna die. He's like, oh my God, Anna, that you're on there. I'm like, I had to talk to Auntie, okay? It was imperative. It was important.
Okay. I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad that you are here as well, Nathan. Any final thoughts?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Nathan.
Oh no, go, Nathan.
Okay. Final thoughts. You know, I know there's been a long time from the filming to the airing of the show. I just pray heavily. I'm just praying for Alan. You know, Yeah, that's all. That's out of all this, and and as for Madison and David, like if they want that, okay, I'm not going to wish them the worst, but like as you said during the watch party, Auntie, they will reap what they sow, and so like I just hope that they're aware of their actions and what they did, and if there's something that they really want, go for it. But like they just got to be careful, and like I said, and I hope Michelle, whenever the next relationship she gets into, I hope she has a better attitude. And hope so. And yeah.
That's a good note, Nathan, for Michelle, because the attitude is salty. Yeah, my final thoughts is I'm just curious to see a reunion. I don't think Ikechi will even sit down, to be honest, to hear everything. He's not really open for any type of critique or criticism or feedback. I don't know if he ever will be. I mean, to me, he's at the point where he has some personality disorders that you might need medication and very very serious therapy to get over. And I don't even know if it's medically possible to. You would just have to be self-aware in how you're acting. As far as David and Madison are concerned, it looks as though they're technically still together. But if I was either one of them, I'd be looking over my shoulder at each other, because I just don't think you could trust each other when you're starting on quicksand as far as the relationship's concerned. I know MM's engaged now. She'll be fine. I think she learned a lot from this. Like, girl, this is at some point you just need to let things go. Everything is not a competition or a goal you need to meet. You need to just focus on you. Alan will be fine, and I think Camille and Thomas will end up together. I think they'll be fine. I think they at least are self-aware enough to receive some critiques and feedback, which is good. Carla and Juan, that's not even a marriage, but at least they weren't mean to each other.
Yeah, I feel like next week's decision day, Camille and Thomas are going to stay together, and I feel like Carla and Juan, they probably will say yes on decision day, but then by reunion be broke up.
Oh hell no!
I don't even know if they'll say yes.
Hell no! Hell no! But
it's a cover up at this point. I'm like,
they just having fun together, and they see that they're doing the process. They're not going to say. They're going to mutually say no.
Yeah,
and I think they're mature enough to do that.
And isn't she's Mexican and he's South American?
Yeah, Colombian.
Okay, so I always think too, people just assume that demographic's a monolith and not culturally how they move, everything's the same, and they're not. And to me, they feel like they come from two separate environments, and they both said they used to date only white people. Like, this is their first culturally close, right? Partnership. And I'm like, I don't even know if either one of them are ready for that. Absolutely. So I don't know. I found that to be interesting too.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to start out with my review the day after tomorrow, or even tomorrow. Got a lot of stuff to cover. Thank you all so much for coming up and being part of the live and not being afraid to hit that link. And if you want to come up next week and decision day, come on up.
It's going to be lit. It's going to be lit.
But I'll be here. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, y'all, thank y'all so much for being here tonight. I appreciate you all for dropping in, all 1,300 of you all in the chat. I love to see people come in and watch, and because you probably were at your TV screaming too. So thank you all 1,300 of you. Thank you to all of the 100 people who are in the chat. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you to our two very nice panelists who came up. Okay, Little Red and Nathan. So thank you so much, Raydella, for moderating the chat. I really do appreciate it. I want to say thank you so much to Red Lipstick for the 2 super chats. And thank you, Doc, for saying, I love you, Auntie, because you know I love you too. Anyway, y'all, until next time and until we meet again, y'all be safe out there in those streets, in the water, and in the May streets. And we'll see each other come review day. Love y'all. Bye.